It is I, Evie Wishes, also known as Eve Wishes, but you could call me Eve for short, and I'm back with more Clangen, but this time I'm with a new clan. And not only that, I am starting it with just the one cat, Grackle Pelt. And the story with her is, she and the rest of her clanmates were on this boat, which shipwrecked across us on a beach, and she was the only survivor. And now she's trying to pick up the pieces, trying to revive her clan as best she can, and hopefully she will be able to. Okay, go hunting. Oh wait, current price 6. So I think I'll go on a border patrol. See if she can recruit some new cats. Gracklepel finds a wooden cat near the Thunderpath. Proceed. As Gracklepel inspects the cat, she finds that he is already hunting with his ancestors. She takes a moment to say a prayer for the cat and bury them. Gargoyle's cat now wonders. Your clan's reputation towards outsiders has remained neutral. Okay. Well then. Well, that was all the patrol. For the past moon, Shrew Clash, Time Whisker, Scorch Chaser, Sunstripe. Yeah, these are all the cats that were killed. Okay, let's see how much. Okay. Patrol. So we have plenty of prey for just Grackle Pelt, so yeah. Let's try border patrol again. While on patrol, Gracklepel noticed some suspicious paw prints in the wet sand on the beach. The paw prints lead to a trespassing rogue. Gracklepel quickly hides himself in the grass of the sand dunes and sets up an ambush that sends the rogue fleeing off Wishclan territory. Okay. No longer suffering from shock. Okay. Go on border patrol. As Gracklepelt crosses a beach, shivering with the cold, she hears a creaking, rushing sound like a wave, but one out of sync with the ocean. Proceed. Gracklepelt leaps forward, dashing to the other side of the beach and up onto the rock. She makes it in time to watch the beach get lost under a tide of water from inland. A large amount of prey is brought to camp. Okay. Alright. Events. Time skip 1 moon. Okay, so not much has changed. We have plenty of prey, so on patrol. Gracklepelt heads out onto the beach alone to check on the border. As Gracklepelt marks the border, she encounters a Hyacinth clan border patrol. It even includes a young apprentice who goes round-eyed and fluffy at encountering a real Wishclan cat. Gracklepelt plays along, acting very impressed with the hardworking apprentice, and the apprentice's mentor purrs gratefully. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Okay, Gracklepelt still hasn't. Okay, just to be on the safe side, I'll have her hunt. As Grocklepelt passes along the sand between the waves and some rock pools, she finds one of the oddest things she's ever seen, an octopus on land. It's clearly headed for the ocean. Proceed. Grocklepelt pounces, feeling almost sorry for the sea creature, which is too small to put up much of a fight. A small amount of prey is brought to camp. Okay, that should be good. Time skip 1 moon. Okay. Patrol. Alright, let's see. Go on patrol. While on patrol, Grocklepelt notices some suspicious paw prints in the red sand of the beach. Okay. So no changes yet. So having been chased by a small yappy dog along the border, Grocklepelt is about to land a hefty blow to the irritating creature's face when a panicked voice calls out from nearby. Proceed. Momentarily distracted, Grocklepelt doesn't have time to react as the increasingly infuriating dog nips at her ear. She hisses, lashing out at the dog just as an incredibly apologetic kitty pet rushes over, leading the whimpering dog away. Grocklepelt stares after them in shock. Did that dog actually listen to the kitty pet? Perhaps better to head back to camp and process his bizarre experience. Patrol met backflip. Grocklepelt got a torn ear. Okay. Backflip. Okay. I can't get him to join the clan because I don't have a leader. Okay. Okay, time skip. 1 moon. Okay, back Grocklepelt's torn ear has healed. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so Grocklepelt catches a set of a fox, but is it red or is it worth the fight if she encounters it? Proceed. A small. Okay. Grocklepelt uses some of her best tricks to sneaks close to the red fox at the end of the descent trail. Her eyes on the fish the fox carries. The creature puts down its fresh kill to start digging at a dune. Grocklepelt takes the opportunity, grabbing the fish and pelting away. It's a good prize, and she feels proud to present it to the elders when she pads into camp. Tired but satisfied. You mean the elders that we have? Okay. Okay. Go on patrol. Proceed. Okay. Skip 1. Okay, this is the second time we met backflip. Time skip 1 moon. Okay. Cracklepet wasn't looking where she was going and tripped over a small trunk, but came out of the well near pride bruise. Okay. Okay, let me try something different. Vents, okay. I'm gonna try a border patrol one more time. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Okay, how is only 5 amount of prey? Okay. A formal war with Science Clan has been marking a major turning point into... What? This is not a good time for a war. No, but border patrols are too risky. Grackle Pelt stalks low to the ground, paws soft and light so as to not make a sound. Her jaws hang open to taste at the air, and a tingle of satisfaction shoots through her as she scents a nearby ground squirrel, stepping in the sand for fresh new leaf morsels. Okay, the wind shifts and the squirrel stiffens, shrieks out in alarm, and vanishes back into its burrow. Oh well. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Okay. Okay, let me try a border patrol since we have an. As Gracklpelt is marking the borderlines, a gang of rogues burst from the beach grass. An ambush. Do not proceed. Turnstile races away. The rogues have her far outnumbered, warning that the clan is more important than play the hero. Okay. Okay. Let me try the border patrol again and hopefully. Okay. Okay, the war has come to an end. Alright, that's good. Let's try border patrol just one more. Okay, while on patrol, Gracklpelt notices some suspicious paw prints in the wet sand on the beach. Oh no. Following the trail with her nose to the ground, Grackle doesn't see the blow coming. She hauls herself to her feet, spinning with outrage, but the rogue that did it has already turned and run. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, Gracklpelt's cat bite has healed. Gracklpelt has recovered from the blood loss she suffered. Okay. Okay, she needs to go hunting. Gracklpelt catches the scent of a red fox. When she tracks it down, she finds it feeding on a shark that the waves have washed ashore in the night. Okay, Cracklepelt is all alone and half its weight, but the fox has a prize she's willing to fight for. With a prayer to StarClan, she throws herself into battle. The fox, already stuffed and full and unwilling to lose blood over it, leaves a kill with a grumble. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna see is okay. Cracklepelt finds a kitty pet who is interested in joining the clan. She banters with the cat a bit, making them feel more welcome. Yes! Proceed. Cracklepelt doesn't have to do much convincing. The kitty pet seems happy to join the clan. Yes! We finally have another cat. Okay, Palefoot. Okay. Right now, let's see. First, I'll turn you into a medicine cat. Just so we're prepared. As leaf fall starts to hint at the cold soon to come, the burdock plants begin to wilt. Palefoot heads out to replenish the clan's stocks. Luck is on Palefoot's side today. The burdock is both plentiful and easy to find. As she lays the fat roots out in a towering but deep pile in the herb stores, Palefoot's entire body thrums with a contented purr. Okay. Yes, we both got Palefoot and Gracklepelt. Lovely. Hence, time skip 1 moon. Gracklepelt and Palefoot work together to make sense of something the clanmate said. Palefoot sees that Gracklepelt's piece of freight looks tastier and asks if she'd like to swap. She agrees happily, saying she likes that one better. High positive effect. Okay, good. We still need more cats, though. Oh dear. Okay, so you're gonna need to go hunting. Gracklepelt catches the scent of a red or gray, and it works. Okay. Alright, Gracklepelt uses some of her best tricks to sneak close to the red fox at the end of the scent trailer. Her eyes on the fish the fox carries. A creature puts down his fresh kill to start digging at a dune, and Gracklepelt takes the opportunity, grabbing the fish and pelting away. It's a good prize, and she feels proud to present it to the elders when... Okay. And now Palefoot has to gather herbs. Palefoot notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. She needs to go and gather some more. Palefoot quickly makes her way to the best moss patch she knows. She spends a bit of time slicing bits off with her claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. When she's satisfied, she takes a moment to wrap her jaws around the heap, then make her way back to camp. Okay. Okay, so in treating with outsiders, because we do need more members. Time skip 1 moon. Gracklepel drops into the medicine kit to ask Palefoot if she's eaten yet. Gracklepel helps Palefoot get a thorn out of her paw. Okay, these two are so far being good friends. Okay. I'll go hunting. Gracklepel catches this. Okay. Okay, so she has a mangled tail now. Palefoot notices that the moss in the medicine cat then is getting old, so. Oh dear. Time skip 1 moon. Gracklepel just barely missed a mouse, but Palefoot caught it right after, handing it off to her. Palefoot is telling Gracklepel something interesting about another clan. Okay? Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to take her out of the medicine cat then. Oh, and second thought. Oh. Yeah. It's funny how love has worked for Palefoot and Gracklepelt. Slowly at first, like a little trip or tumble, and then suddenly falling all at once. Me? Wait, so they're a couple now? Gracklepelt nearly tripped but was caught by Palefoot. Palefoot is prancing around in front of Gracklepelt. It's funny how love has worked for Palefoot and Gracklepelt. Slowly at first, like a little trip or... Okay. Okay, Gracklepelt is still... Oh yeah, settings. Let's see. Okay. Control. The strengthening sun in the sky will bring dandelion plants out. Always the first to take advantage of new leaf, those ones. Palefoot heads out to look for them. Proceed. Truly, dandelions are an essential herb to keep in stock, crucial for poison and stings. White milk in their roots and stems keeps for a long time, and it's a potent cure for poison. Their leaves are weaker, but fast-acting and can be chewed into poultices. Even the fluffy dandelion heads are useful as a Wishclan kitten's favorite short-lived toy. events. Okay, time skip 1 moon. Wait. Gracklepelt and Palefoot found a single kitten and decided to adopt it. Oh! We got a kitten! No cat is truly fit to be deputy, but the position can't remain vacant. Gracklepelt is appointed as the new deputy. What? Okay, so Gracklepelt and Wolfkit perk up happily when they see each other. Gracklepelt feels betrayed by something Wolfkit said. What? Wolfkit keeps yawning during. Okay. Palefoot came back to camp sulking after failing to catch Gracklepelt's favorite prey for her, but she didn't seem to care. Nuzzling into Palefoot's neck, she was just happy Palefoot was back. Gracklepelt healed from their mangled tail, but will forever be marked by a scar. Palefoot thought the chill in her bones would never leave, but thankfully she feels warm once again. Okay, so they're fully recovered. And we have Wolfkit. Alright then. Oh, sorry, hello, Tony Gallohue, aka Dante. Right now, I am doing a challenge on Clangen, starting with one cat, and so far I got Palefoot. I managed to recruit and basically growing my numbers from there. So now I have Palefoot, and they have recently adopted a kitten named Wolfkit, which is good because the clan is growing. Okay, so yeah, you need to go hunting, and the patrol glimpses the shadow of a fish as they pad past a stream. Cracklepelt very carefully walks to the water's edge and waits for her chance. When the fish is near, she hooks it out of the water with her claws. More fresh kill. Okay, back. Go on patrol. With New Leaf bringing Ragwort back on the medicinal menu, Palefoot heads out to find where the silly plants have decided to sprout this year. Proceed. In New Leaf, with most Ragwort plants still flowerless, they're a little more bearable to harvest, the foul scent of their petals not yet muddying the air. Oh yeah, sorry if I didn't respond. I had the thing covering up chats, so I didn't see the chat. Okay. And events. Okay. I'm treating with outsiders. You know, so Leader's Den. Oh. Okay. So time skip 1 moon. Gracklestar has become the new leader of the clan. Okay, they vow they will protect the clan even at the cost of their 9 lives. Visit Gracklestar's profile to see their full leader ceremony. Okay. Palefoot has gotten a stomach ache. Okay, Gracklestar had a dream about Palefoot. Gracklestar and Wolfkit chat about clan news. Palefoot wants to explore the whole territory with Gracklestar. Palefoot gets a bug off of Wolfkit's pelt and takes it out of camp. Aww. And there's Wolfkit. Okay. Gracklepelt leaves to speak with Starkland. She closes her eyes and is immediately surrounded by her loved ones, friends, and clanmates who have passed on. Stars shine throughout their pelts and their eyes are warm as they greet the new leader. Will Pond walks up to Gracklepelt, offering a life for unity. She smiles and states that the clan will do well under Gracklepelt's leadership. Tumble Raven pads up to the new leader, softly touching his nose to Gracklepelt's head. He gives a life for protection. Warm Hull steps forward to give Gracklepelt's a life for mercy. Gracklepelt grits her teeth as the life rushes into her. When Sunstripe presses her nose against Gracklepelt's head to give a life for endurance, she swears she can already see a starlight in her fur. What a profound honor it is to grant a life to such a lovely warrior. Scorchaser her cannot stop purring as she bestows upon Gracklepelt a life for sympathy. Time Whisker walks up to Gracklepelt's side like a whirlwind, her fur sticking up in all angles. She gives the new leader a life for clear judgment before dashing off into the crowd of starlight. Fig Sky approaches, a warm smile on his face. He offers a life for clear sight, whispering to take care of the clan the best she can. Shrewclash strides forward, an energy in her steps that wasn't present in her last moments. She gives a life for empathy. Finally, Evening Star steps forward. There is pride in her gaze as she stares into Gracklepelt's eyes. She gives a life for endurance in the face of hardship. Evening Star hails Gracklepelt by her new name, Gracklestar, telling her that her old life is no more. She is guardianship of Wishclan and is told to use her new power wisely. The group of starry cats yells Gracklestar's name in support. Gracklestar wakes up feeling a new strength within her body and knows that she is now ready to lead the clan. Aww. Hunting. The patrol comes across a bird that's occupied scratching at the ground for insects. The patrol narrowly misses the bird. A very small amount of prey is brought to camp. Okay, herb gathering. New Leaf should bring new leaves on the blackberry brambles. Palefoot heads out to collect some. Sure enough, all along the trailing branches of the blackberry brambles, new leaves are poking towards the sun. Palefoot carefully plucks them off, not taking in too many. She wants this plant to supply the clan in future moons too. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Rumors reached your clan that the kitty pet Backlep has died recently. Oh, no cats fit to become deputy. Gracklestar is talking about what to do tomorrow with Palefoot. Gracklestar had a good dream about Wolfkit. Palefoot likes to sit near Gracklestar during conversations. Wolfkit gets a little injured and Gracklestar is the first to help. Palefoot's stomachache has left. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna go on a border patrol this time and hopefully I'll recruit more cats. The patrol comes across a small dog. Proceed. Gracklestar unsheathes her claws, puffs her fur out to as far as it'll go, gathers her courage, and drives the small dog from the border. Palefoot heads out into the territory to stock up on cobwebs, something the clan never seems to have enough of. Seed. Palefoot visits a few of her favorite places to gather cobwebs. When she gets back to camp, she ends up startling several cats on her way back to her den. Palefoot is practically a walking cobweb, impossible to see beneath the sheer mass she has gathered. Okay. Aww. Well, you will be a mediator at some point until I find someone else better suited to the medicine cat role. Oh, Leader's Den. Okay. There are no cats with beauty. Okay. Gracklestar and Wolfkit chat about clan news. Wolfkit said something about a clanmate that concerned Gracklestar. Gracklestar promises Palefoot to always be there to protect her with her life. Palefoot had a good dream about Gracklestar. Palefoot and Wolfkit have a misunderstanding that makes them grumpy for the rest of the day. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Go on patrol. The patrol approaches a two-legged nest perched on the beach rock while hunting. Do not approach. Don't want to risk that. Greenleaf encourages the oak to reach its full potential, wide and towering. Hilfa goes to collect the harvests of its leaves. The trees Palefoot finds don't look particularly safe to climb, and Palefoot is forced to give up on it. Okay. So, not really fruitful. And time skip 1 moon. Gracklestar fell from the top of branches of a tree. The leader has 8 lives left. Oh boy. Okay. Gracklestar noticed Wolfkit is doing her best today. Gracklestar and Wolfkit share their prey with one another every day. Gracklestar and Palefoot were heard discussing kits. Palefoot hears a nice story about Wolfkit. Wolfkit turns to Gracklestar in a time of need. Okay. 4 moons. Okay. Okay, how much do you have? Okay. Patrol. I'll try one more time with the border patrol, and hopefully we'll meet a cat who's willing to join the clan. Hello, Wishika Art. As Gracklestar crosses a beach, shivering with cold, she hears a crackling, rushing sound like a wave, but out of sync with the ocean. Proceed. Gracklestar is in the middle of the beach when the flood hits her. Freezing water washes from it, sweeping her straight out to sea to die in the cold ocean. Gracklestar lost 1 life. Okay, that is 2 lives. Hello, Luna Bruce. Palefoot heads out to find Ragwort, keeping the particularly fractal shape of its furled leaves in her mind to distinguish it from every other low-growing patch of greenery. Ugh, the ragwort Palefoot finds is flowering, and the yellow flowers of the plant waft out from their scent, even a foul taste hanging in the air. Okay, being in the clan. Then, so time skip 1 moon. Wolfkit has gotten a stomach ache. Oh dear. Gracklestar basked in the sun with Wolfkit. For a moment, Gracklestar thought Wolfkit sounded like someone else. The clan watches Palefoot and Wolfkit slowly lose their patience with one another. Okay. Okay, I'll send you out hunting. As she heads out to hunt, Gracklestar thinks about the dream she had last night. Was it sent by StarClan? Gracklestar often feels like StarClan walks with her, and this is just another instance on the path. She uses the solo patrol to collect her thoughts, and by the time she pats out on with a good catch, she's ready for the next step her vision hinted at. While gathering herbs, Palefoot spots a bush of red berries. Do not proceed! Palefoot decides to not touch the berries. Time skip 1 moon. Oh wait, first I need to see. Can't stop admiring Palefoot's pelt. Purrs as she listens to Orph Kid talk about nothing in particular. This question leaves under a pause. Okay. So far these two are like a family with two moms and their kid. Okay. Wolf Kid is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. Wolfpaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. There are no cats fit to become deputy. Okay. Gracklestar has big plans for the day, but they're thwarted by Palefoot doing something more important. Wolf Kid compliments one of Gracklestar's friends. Palefoot is prancing around in front of Gracklestar. Wolfpaw wants to hold an important position like Gracklestar. Okay. Patrol. Okay, let's try this. Border. Let's see what happens if I put the two of them together on a border patrol. While on patrol, Wolfpaw notices some suspicious paw prints in wet sand on the beach. The paw prints lead to a trespassing rogue. The patrol quickly hides themselves in the grass and the sand dunes and sets up an ambush, sending the rogue fleeing off the Wishclan territory. She better take the opportunity to harvest while she can. Palefoot doesn't have much time left before many herbs will leave Wishclan's territory with the cold of Leaf Bear. Leaf fall indicates the last of the catmint harvest, and Palefoot works hard to bring some home before the plants wilt and lose her potency. Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Gracklestar thinks Wolfpaw was nice to her today. Gracklestar thought Wolfpaw was very polite today. Palefoot and Gracklestar are joking around together, but the jokes are becoming targeted. Oh. Wolfpaw thought Palefoot was very polite today. Okay, see relationships. Okay. Go on hunting patrol. As she heads out to hunt, Wolfpaw thinks about the dream she had last night. Was it sent by StarClan? Wolfpaw can make sense of the vision. Okay, a very small amount of prey is brought to camp. Okay. Go on patrol. Do not proceed. She better take the opportunity to harvest while she can. Palefoot doesn't have much time left before any herbs will leave Wishclan's territory with the cold of Leaf Bear. Proceed. Palefoot carefully picks out catmint from its known hiding places, carrying it back to camp where it will be stored away from excitable warriors. Okay. Clearing. Vince. Okay. Oh, wait. Wolfkit was wandering around Ash Clan's border looking for a specific cat. As Arch Clan's leader gives their speech, Oh, during the gathering, Gracklestar bellows laughter at one of their jokes, only it wasn't a joke. Apparently. Gracklestar apologizes profusely, but the damage is already done. Gracklestar asks Wolfpaw to remind her of who's already gone on patrol today. Gracklestar and Wolfpaw are joking around together, but the jokes are becoming targeted. Okay. Palefoot has been a little kinder to Wolfpaw today. Wolfpaw and Palefoot actually get along better today. Oh, good, because it's a bit problematic if, well, they don't get along as parent and child. Hunting. Okay. Go hunting. And I'll have you go on a border patrol. Gracklestar heads out to check on the border. Proceed. As Gracklestar marks the border, she encounters an Arch-Clan patrol. It even includes a young apprentice who goes round-eyed and fluffy-eyed, encountering a real Wishclan cat. Gracklestar plays along, acting very impressed with the hard-working apprentice, and the apprentice's mentor purrs gratefully. Okay. Palefoot notices that the moss in the medicine cat is getting old. She needs to go and gather some more. Palefoot quickly makes her way to the best moss patch she knows. She spends a bit of time slicing bits off with her claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. Once she's satisfied, she takes a moment to wrap her jaws around the heap, then make her way back to camp. Okay. Is satisfied that Wolfpaw is doing well in her training. Spent last night just stressing over possible disasters. And Wolfpaw had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Time to skip one moon. Ceremonies. Okay, Gracklestar swaps favorite pay with Wolfpaw. Medium positive effect, and Gracklestar can tell how brave Wolfpaw is about something important. Wolfpaw has a talent that Palefoot wants to have. Oh dear. Wolfpaw observes Palefoot, carefully attending to any cat that needs help. Okay, and okay. Border. As Gracklestar crosses the beach, shivering with the cold, she hears a quick proceed. Gracklestar leaps forward, dashing to the other side of the beach and up onto the rock. She makes it in time to watch the beach get lost under the tide from inland. A large amount of prey is brought to camp. Oh! Okay. Alright, I'll have Wolfpaw go border patrol then. Wolfpaw is checking the borderline. They sent a Heatherclan sense is straight into their territory. Proceed. Wolfpaw can't contain her annoyance. Oh. Can't contain her annoyance at the trespass when they find a lost Heatherclan apprentice to be the source of the scent, reprimanding them heavily. The apprentice is nearly in tears when Wolfpaw finally lets them go and grumpily leads them back to the borderline, tension thick in the air. As the snows of leaf bear blow around camp, Palefoot eyes her herb stores. She should still be able to dig up burdock. Palefoot heads out to replenish the clan's stocks. It's very difficult, especially with the plant's leafy top half gone until new leaf, but Palefoot somehow manages to find burdock plant and bring its roots home. Okay, how many moons has it been now? Okay. It's been 34 moons. Okay. So that makes like nearly 3 years. Let's see. 2 years and 10 months. Oh, yeah, 10 months. Okay. Wolfpaw has excelled at every task placed before her. Despite her young age, she is more than ready to be a warrior. She is given the name Wolfbrow, honoring her guidance. Palefoot and Gracklestar found a single kitten and decided to adopt it. Oh! Gracklestar doesn't shy away from Wolfpaw's presence. Gracklestar had a difficult conversation with Wolfpaw, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Wolfpaw lets Palefoot know that a clanmate was talking badly about her. Palefoot thinks that Shade Kit looks nice today. Wolfpaw tries to do something like Gracklestar, but just ends up getting embarrassed. Oh, okay. Shade Star. I'm gonna change the name. Orchid. Okay. Oh, Wolfgrowl is now deputy. Okay. Deputy at 10 moons. My gosh. That is a lot of pressure for such a young cat. Saw a big scary dog today. Can't keep up with Shade Kit. Is feeling stressed taking care of the clan. On patrol. The border with Heatherclan extends all the way to the coast with all the pitfalls that come with that. The spray from the ocean has once again wiped away the border markings. Wolfgar remarks and heads home, and a simple but necessary task completed. Relations with Heatherclan have improved. And border, go on patrol. Cracklestar is marking the lines. A gang of rogues burst from an ambush. I say retreat. Cracklestar turns tail and races away. The rogues have her far outnumbered. Warning the clan is more important than playing the hero. Palefoot finds a nice spot to sun herself. Palefoot lies in a patch of sun, huffing. She deserves a nice break away from all her clanmates. She could always just say this. She failed to. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Time skip 1 minute. During the gathering, Cracklestar nods and agrees with Archclan's leader and mentions diplomacy and interclan friendship. Okay, that's good. Wolfgrowl does something that makes Gracklestar stay a little happier. Gracklestar and Orchid Kit come up with a catchy song together. Palefoot realized that she was too harsh in her judgment of Orchid Kit. Palefoot is really critical of little kits. Palefoot was scolded for something Orchid Kit gets praised for. Wolfgrowl and Orchid Kit have a long discussion about goals and aspirations, and find that they don't get agree on many things. Okay, Orca Kid is letting Gracklestar share her troubles with her, hoping she'll feel better afterwards. Okay. Okay, patrol time. Go on patrol. Do not proceed. Go on patrol. The patrol comes across a squirrel and is gross and nibbling on a morsel beneath a tree. Okay. Stealthily, Gracklestar stalks forward. The squirrel has no idea what's coming as she pounces on it and breaks its neck. Gracklestar sends a silent thanks to StarClan for this prey. Okay, and go on patrol. Palefoot uses the blustery new leaf morning to try catch the scent of wild garlic on the breeze. The sharp tang of garlic leads Palefoot to a growing patch to bring home. Pestering older cats to play with her. Aw. Reminisces on the time spent in her last home. Enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. And wonders if Starkman has given Palefoot any prophecies lately. And clearing. Okay, time skip. Wolfgirl tries to convince Palefoot to run away with her. What? 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 Gracklestar remarks that ArchClan's apprentices seem to be going to find young cats. Gracklestar fell from a cliff and somehow survived, though not without breaking her leg. Oh dear. Gracklestar learns that Orchid Kid is scared of thunder too. Gracklestar takes a bout of bad weather as a bad omen about wolf growl. What? Okay, what's going on with wolf growl? And I'm getting the okay, now here's a new headcanon. Gracklestar is afraid of thunder because it reminds her of the storm that caused the shipwreck that killed most of her clanmates. Or killed her clanmates. And that's why she sees it as a bad omen. Palefoot turned to Wolfgrowl in a time of need, only for Wolfgrowl to abandon her. Palefoot thinks Orchid Kid is a very good listener. Wolfgrowl can tell a brave Gracklestar is being about something important. Orchid Kid thinks that Gracklestar looks nice today. Okay, hold on. Why don't you like your little sister here? Okay, go on patrol. And New Leaf should bring new leaves on the blackberry brambles. Palefoot heads out to collect them. Palefoot attempts to pick her way through the blackberry thorns to reach the leaves, but it soon becomes clear that it's a hopeless task. Okay. It should still be okay. So Okay. Time skip 1 moon. Palefoot laughs at Gracklestar's embarrassing mistake. Gracklestar thinks Orchid Kid has interesting things to talk about. Palefoot doesn't think the object that Gracklestar asked her to find is real. Palefoot, Gracklestar, and Wolf Growl took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Palefoot swears she sees Orchid Kid sneaking around the camp at night. Wolf Growl purrs as Orchid Kid asks her to show her how to do a hunter's crouch. She obliges, happy to show her skills. Orchid Kid feels extremely unsettled when Gracklestar looks at her. Why don't you like Gracklestar? Okay, you'll go hunting. The patrol glimpses the shadow of a fish as they pad past a stream. The patrol moves too suddenly, and figuring shadow causes the fish to quickly vanish into the murkier water. Okay. And as the poppy starts to bloom and sets seed in new leaf, Palefoot jumps at the opportunity to harvest the seed. These plants will be dead in leaf fall, but the clan won't stop needing painkillers in the colder seasons, so there's no time to waste. Palefoot goes out and brings back a decent harvest. Is growing fond of Orchid Kid. Okay. Has been on edge watching the camp entrance all day. Purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Right. Wolf Growl was bitten by a snake and miraculously survived. Oh my gosh. Okay. During the gathering, Wolf Growl nods and agrees when Arch Clan's leader mentions diplomacy and inter-clan friendship. Okay. Gracklestar saw Wolf Growl cough up a hairball. Gracklestar wishes she could get her pelt to shine like Orchid Kid's. Gracklestar and Palefoot had a fight over if they would take a new mate if one of them died or went missing. Oh. Palefoot does something brave with Gracklestar's support. Palefoot hears Orchid Kid. Yeah. This is a brand new clan. I wanted to try something new, and I saw that someone on YouTube was doing a challenge where they start off with one warrior as opposed to a full clan. So I started off with one warrior from the beginning, and I will try to grow the clan from there. And so far, we got 3 new members. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Palefoot hears Orchid Kid purring during a nap. Wolf Growl points out a constellation to Orchid Kid. Orchid Kid bickered about something trivial with Palefoot. So anyway, this is who we have left. This is Gracklestar. And she started off as Grackleput. Pelt. Yeah, Grackle Pelt. And oh dear. And Palefoot was the first member to join the clan. And the two, and Palefoot and Gracklestar, adopted Wolf Kit, who eventually became Wolf Growl and became the new deputy. Well, Palefoot is acting as the medicine cat to make sure, basically, to make sure everyone is healthy. And this is a newest member they also adopted, Orchid Kit. Okay. Palefoot is on a mission to find herbs. She knows a nice place where a million grows in a grassy meadow, only a quick trot away from the beach, and it's always good to have some on paw for coughs and sore throats. Palefoot reaches the million plant that the clan has used for many seasons, only to find out it's being torn to shreds by bugs. She hisses in exasperation, batting some of the leaf bugs off the plant. Maybe it'll grow back next new leaf. Okay. Okay, I can feed up to 6 warriors, so I think it's safe to time skip. Right now, it's setting to resting and recovery. So hopefully one of them will recover. Doesn't have a prey for next moon? Okay. Crocklestar talks to Wolfgrowl about a mutual friend they've both been worrying about. Crocklestar is fascinated by one of Orchid Kit's stories, medium... Okay. Palefed lied... Okay. Crocklestar is fascinated... Okay. Palefed lied to Wolfgrowl's face. Oh. Orchid Kit helps Palefed pick burrs out of her fur. Wolfgrowl bickered about something trivial with Palefoot. Orchid Kit saw Palefoot ignore... Okay. This family is starting to become... And the 2 warriors that can hunt are injured. So, I'm just gonna switch you to warrior for... Oh wait, no. Okay. Patrol, and I'll have you go on a hunting patrol. As Palefoot passes along the sand between the waves and some rock pools, she finds one of the oddest things she's ever seen, an octopus on land. It's clearly headed for the ocean. Palefoot pounces, feeling almost sorry for the sea creature, which is too small to put up much of a fight. Okay. So, let's just hope that, type script one. Okay, so Wolfgrowl's bite has healed, and Wolfgrowl's covered from the poison. Okay, good. Interested in herbs and even in her kithood, Orchid Paw is eager to be made the new medicine cat apprentice and learn how to heal from those who came before her. Okay, good! Wolfgrowl smacks a spider off of Gracklestar. Gracklestar thinks Orchid Kid is a very good listener. Gracklestar thanked Palefoot for bringing her food, and Palefoot sighs at the mere mention of Orchid Kit. And Wolfgrowl feels like Palefoot wasn't listening to her. Orchid Paw gets some good advice from Gracklestar about something trivial. Okay. Okay, go. Orchid Paw has finally put enough time aside to go search for Thyme. Orchid Paw has no... Oh, okay. As Wolfgrowl passes along the sand between the waves and some rock pools, she finds one of the oddest things she's ever seen, an octopus on land. It's clearly headed for the ocean. Okay. Okay. Palefoot decides to hunt out near the 2-legged dens. We need the prey, so I'm going to risk it. Calmly, Palefoot weaves around the 2-legged dens, picking out the mice from the tunnels and the birds off the strange metal hanging fruits. A successful, sneaky hunt. Ah, good. Okay, so we are good. We are good. Okay, time skip 1 moon. Health. Wishclan does not have enough medicine. Cats will be sick for a long. Okay, Gracklestar can't run or as quickly as before, but she's glad that her leg healed at all. Orchid Kit Paw was out wandering the territory for a bit too long and came back with frostbite. Are you kidding me? Okay, Gracklestar finds a loner who asks to join the clan. The loner decides to take on a more clan-like name and is now called Webtide. Webtide. Okay, our first male cat. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, so Palefoot, I'm thinking you're going to need to switch back to Medicine Cat. And Webtide. Okay. A good climber prepared and normally okay. Patrol. Alright. I'll have you go out hunting. Gracklestar catches. Proceed. Gracklestar tracks down a gray fox and carefully considers it an opponent. Stocky, yes, but she finally decides she can take it. Gracklestar bursts from cover, using surprise to get in a couple vicious swipes to the fox's face while its jaws are still full of prey. Helping the gray fox retreats from the cat, unwilling to risk more spilt blood. And Gracklestar picks up the rat it carried with a proud grin. Yay! Okay, so we're good on our current prey. So let's go on border patrol. Okay. Palefoot notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. She needs to go and gather some more. Palefoot quickly makes her way to the best moss patch she knows. She spends a bit of time slicing bits off with her claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. When she's satisfied, she takes a moment to wrap her jaws around the heap, then make her way back to camp. Okay. Okay, so we have Webtide, who's new blood. So, time skip 1 moon. Viciousness. With the heightened focus of the clan, 6 additional pieces of prey were gathered. Okay, good. Gracklestar asks Orcapaw if there's any herbs she should look out for while she's out on the patrol later. Gracklestar noticed that Webtide wasn't in his nest last night. Oh. Palefoot thinks Gracklestar has interesting things to talk about. Palefoot drops into the medicine den to ask Orcapaw if she's eaten yet. Wolfgrowl heard Gracklestar say something mean. Wolfgrowl compliments Orcapaw on something she had worked very hard on. Webtide and Wolfgrowl drink from the same puddle. Okay. That's good. Okay. Woke up on the wrong side of the nest. Just assigned cats to a border patrol. Made a mess of herbs and is panicking. It's glad it's not so hot anymore. Clearing. Okay, so resting and recovering. Time skip 1 moon. Oh wait. Go on patrol. Wolfgirl is checking along the border lines when she hears a startling sound, a hiss of pain. She quickly follows the sound to the source. It's a loner who appears to be injured. Wolfgrowl approaches cautiously. The loner draws himself up, but doing so causes him to let out another hiss. Wolfgrowl offers to bring him to camp, though he seems hesitant. The loner agrees. Tangerine joined the clan. Okay, good! So we have Tangerine. Tangerine fur. Okay. Go on patrol. Palefoot notices that the moss in the medicine cat is getting old. She needs to go and gather some moss. Proceed. Palefoot quickly makes her way to the best moss patch she knows. She spends a bit of time slicing bits off with her claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. When she's satisfied, she takes a moment to wrap her jaws around the heap, then make her way back to camp. Okay. And let's see. On patrol. Tangerine Fur is tempted to eat the prey he just caught. Now proceed. Patrol catches the scent of a mouse nearby. The patrol narrowly misses the mouse. Okay, a very small. Okay, that's good. Okay, the clan is growing. Time skip. Oh wait. Okay, Orchid Paw's frostbite is gone. Tangerine's pelt has recovered from being so torn, and Wolfgrowl has gotten white off. Oh dear. Despite the horrendous weather, Gracklestar strikes out with her gathering patrol to the meeting place. It's deserted, and Okay. Gracklestar and Orchid Paw spend the morning telling interesting stories. Gracklestar wanting to help. Okay. Gracklestar wanting to help keep her clanmates in shape and ready for anything, woke Webtide, Orchid Paw, Palefoot, and Tangerine Fur up for morning stretches. Gracklestar lets Orchid Paw vent to her about the difficulties as a healer. Palefoot doesn't like the way Tangerine Fur interacts with the clanmates. Palefoot thinks the clan's ancestors smile upon Orchid Paw. Wolfgrowl claimed to catch the prey that Gracklestar caught on their patrol. Wolfgrowl, Palefoot, and Gracklestar took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Orchid Paw and Palefoot defended their clan at the gathering together, and Webtide asked Orchid Paw to show off her skills. And Tangerine Fur is surprised by the hurtful things Gracklestar can say in an argument. Oh dear. Okay, so Orchid Paw is okay. Okay. Saw a kitty pet rolling around in the Hule garden. Saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Convinces the clanmate to do something she could easily have done herself. Saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Is thinking about his life choices. And wonders about types of plants beyond the border. Okay. Cracklestar decides to hunt out near the two-leg dens. Okay. A friendly two-leg makes a noise and pours kitty pet food on the ground for Cracklestar. She's always wondered what it might taste like. Dry is the answer. Very odd. A very small amount of prey is brought to camp. Leafball holds the last chances to stock up on herbs that will die off in Leafbear, and Palefoot heads out to gather fresh mallow for the stores. The soft rose-like scent of the mallow bushes drifts around Palefoot as she works. She nips off clumps of large, fuzzy three-nub leaves and the occasional pink flower to be taken back to camp. The thyme plants are running out of growing time. Orchid Paw better go harvest them before leaf fall is over. The urgency drains out of Orchid Paw as she sits amongst the calming thyme, and it's not just the herb stores that'll feel the benefit of this gathering trip. Go on patrol? While on patrol, Tangerine Fur notices some suspicious paw prints in the wet sand on the beach. Boldly, Tangerine Fur follows the paw prints to the trespassing rogue and confronts them. Fur puffed up and scowling, he demands the rogue leave Wishclan territory. Intimidated by his confidence, the rogue gives in and leaves without a fight. Okay, border. As Webtide crosses a beach, shivering with the cold, he hears a creaking, rushing sound like a wave, but out of sync with the ocean. Webtide is in the middle of the beach when the flood hits him. Freezing water rushes from inland, sweeping him straight out to sea to die in the cold ocean. Webtide dies. Are you kidding me? I shouldn't have risked that. The past moon Webtide has taken their place in StarClan. Wishclan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories and around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. During the gathering, Gracklestar... Oh boy. Wolfgal no longer has white cough. Okay, good. Gracklestar hear Orchid Paw crying over something everyone downplayed the severity of. Gracklestar and Wolfgrowl and Tangerine Fur had a nice talk while eating. Wolfgrowl points out that Gracklestar's fresh kill has gone bad before she eats it. Okay, Palefoot and Gracklestar enjoy the rain together. Orchid Paw explains something in detail to Palefoot that others wouldn't explain to her. Wolfgrowl is impressed by some of Palefoot's advice. Orchid Paw and Tangerine Fur actually get along better today. Orchid Paw believes in Tangerine's Fur version of events when something happens and the clan doubts him. No, don't want to lose another cat. Hunting. Gracklestar heads out along the coast alone, wanting to sink her teeth into some prey and have some time to herself. Okay. Wolfgrowl slinks through Wishclan's territory, low to the ground and watchful as she approaches the Heatherclan border. The claw-scratched moon provides a little light, and Wolfgrowl's eyes dart around, taking in the surrounding. Did she make it here unnoticed? I don't know if I want to continue this. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? She hears something rustle in the distance, heart pounding. She silently draws back, not wanting to stay in to find out if it was prey, cat, or predator. Palefoot heads out into the territory with Orchid Paw, both to stock up on cobwebs and to teach the apprentice how to gather one of the clan's most vital medical tools. Orchid Paw doesn't seem to be able to focus today, and Palefoot isn't much better off, tired from teaching her apprentice and caring for her patients. After Orchid Paw accidentally ruins a cobweb while playing with it, Palefoot decides to call the whole thing off and try again another day. Well, okay then. The clan has encountered Bleak. Okay. Gracklestar sees Orchid Paw stand up for her clanmate despite the pushback from her peers. Gracklestar, Palefoot, and Tangerine Fur took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Gracklestar notices one of her friends talking to Wolfgrowl. Hold on, I need a sip. Okay. A big bug keeps buzzing around Palefoot and Orchid Paw. Palefoot couldn't imagine how boring things would be without a friend like Orchid Paw. Wolfgrowl thinks Palefoot has been acting strangely. Orchid Paw always seems to avoid Palefoot's attempts at a small talk. Tangerine Fur hears a nice story about Wolfgrowl. Okay. Is pondering recent dreams she has had, perhaps from StarClan? Is assigning cats to a border patrol? Is finding Gracklestar annoying? Hey, that's your mate! Orchid Paw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Palefoot for help. Is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Okay. Okay, let's see. Border Patrol. Tangerine first slinks through Wishclan's territory low to the ground, and watchful as he approaches the Shadow Clan border. The Claw Scratch Moon provides little light and... Okay, do not proceed. I don't want to risk that. Hunting. It starts snowing soon after it sets out, trying to find... Okay. Wolfcowl is checking the borderlines. They notice that head straight into their territory. Proceed. Wolfgrowl can't contain her annoyance. Okay. The Colda leaf bear might have killed off a lot of greenery, but Palefoot knows that the dandelions are only plain dead. If she can get her paws on a plant, the roots will still hold fresh, milky white sap. Seems it's time for Orchid Paw to learn about what sort resources are still available to gather during leaf bear. Not only does the duo end up soaked to the skin, they can't even find any dandelions under snow. A wasted and a horribly chilly day. Okay. Time skip one moon. Oh wait. There's... Okay, so time skip one moon. Apparently, Wishclan is gaining a reputation with the local rogues. Every time Wishclan visits one of them, they go missing. Bleak is nowhere to be found. Oh. Okay. Palefoot and Gracklestar found a single kitten and decided to adopt it. Okay. Go, Kit. I notice they're adopting a lot of female cats. Tangerine Fur is the only male. Okay, save. And let's see, what are the... Gracklestar noticed that Palefoot had a sour expression while looking at a clanmate in the distance. Gracklestar prays that she isn't on patrol with Wolfgrowl tomorrow. That's your deputy? As well as your daughter? Palefoot didn't tell Tangerine Fur about the feather stuck to his face. So Tangerine Fur spent the whole day looking silly. Kid follows through on a small promise made with Palefoot. And Palefoot purrs for a long time at one of Gracklestar's lame jokes. Wolfgirl finds a bit of fluff that smells like Gracklestar and adds it to her nest. Aww. Orchid Paw is talking with Gracklestar. Orchid Paw, Tangerine Fur, Gracklestar had a nice talk while eating. Tangerine Fur poses a crazy theory to Dokit and they chat about it for a while. Tangerine Fur, Gracklestar, and Wolfgirl had a nice talk while eating. Tangerine Fur thinks Dokit is very polite. Aww. Okay. The patrol glimpses a shadow of a fish as they pad past a stream. Okay. Oh no. There's a downpour and a sudden flood from the overflowing river sweeps Wolfgrowl away. Injured, gasping for air, and paddling desperately, Wolfgrowl remembers enough of her training to keep an eye out for driftwood. She sinks her claws into the first piece that swept past her. It saves her life. Okay. Palefoot heads out onto an herb gathering patrol searching for the evergreen, ever reliable horsetail to harvest for herb stores. Orchid Paw trats after her, asking her why horsetail grows so rarely without leaves. Snapping off the thick horsetail stem near the base of the plant allows Palefoot to drag an entire big, long shoot back to camp, where Orchid Paw processes it down further into small stern sections that are easily stored, making a neat pile in the medicine cat den with Palefoot. Okay, Porter. Tune up. Wonders what her ancestors would do in her place. Watching the sky for rain, is unsure of her clanmate's confidence in the safety of Wishclan. Hopes she'll learn something new today. Oh, Orchid Paw is growing up! Look at that! Time skip 1 moon. Both Gracklestar and Orchid Paw start all at a clap of thunder. Gracklestar and Orchid Paw laugh over happy memories together. Palefoot is rethinking how she feels about Dokit and gives her another chance. Palefoot has been spending time with Dokit lately. Wolfgrowl tries to do something like Tangerine Fur, but just ends up getting embarrassed. Orchid Paw and Dokit enjoy the rain together. Aww. Tangerine Fur gets some good advice from Wolfgrowl about something trivial. Tangerine Fur watches Dokit wind up for a sneeze, but it never happens. Dokit is asking Palefoot where kids come from. Oh. Purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Pulls Dokit aside and starts grooming her despite her protests. Had quite the adventure today. And Tangerine Fur is wondering how the clan would fare in a disaster under Grackle's leadership. And Dokit, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, hunting. Cocklestar stalks low to. Mhm. Palefoot looks at the calm, cloudless sky and decides it's a good opportunity to show Orcathal where some of the most commonly needed herbs are located in her territory, as well as where and when to burrow into the sand to find the more potent roots she tends to use. Orchid Paw is focused on inattentive, giving Palefoot confidence that next time there is an emergency, Orchid Paw will be able to find the herbs she needs both in and out of the sand. Do not proceed. Okay, time skip. Oh, wait. And time skip 1 room. Orchid Paw was trying. Okay, Doe Kid bumped into Gracklestar and didn't even apologize. Hey, that's a little kid. Don't be so hard on her. Gracklestar spends some time with Doe Kid and they both end up understanding each other a little better. Pillfoot overhears Tangerine Fur say something awful about a dead clanmate. Palefoot is fascinated by one of Orchid Paw's stories. Wolfgrowl and Doe Kid notice a cloud is shaped like a mouse. Orchid Paw smells something strange on Tangerine Fur. When Tangerine Fur and Doe Kid realize they've been grooming their pelts the same way, they laugh about it. Tangerine Fur started a huge argument between Palefoot and Wolfgrowl. Ooh. Tangerine Fur didn't realize how generous Doe Kid could be. Doe Kid admires Orchid Paw's dedication. Aww. And who does? See. Proceed. Okay, she's interrupted by two legs wandering through the woods a couple times, but it's a successful hunt. Okay. As New Leaf brings green back to the world, Palefoot has been eagerly anticipating the unfurling of the new leaf buds on the elder trees. There's a particular tree in a sheltered dip along the stream she wants to check on today, bringing Orchid Pod to show her why choosing to harvest from a sheltered plant can be helpful. What? Orchid Paw reaching out just a little too far to try and grab a branch of elder while balance on another loses her balance and tumbles to the ground. Unfortunately, the fall was too high and Orchid Paw's body was too fragile. Whales of companions, buddies, and everyone is now. The patrol comes across a hyacinth apprentice waiting quietly at the border. When the apprentice notices the patrol, they press themselves to the ground, begging to join Wishclan. Okay. Tangerine Fur is eager to steal a Hyacinth clan's apprentice right out from under their noses. He sticks close to the apprentice on their way back to camp. At first, the clan is unsure, but Tangerine Fur vouches for Scalepaw and is allowed to join the clan. Scale Paul, okay. Scale Paul catches a set of enough. Okay, I'm not risking it. Hmm. Wishclan welcomes Scale Cove as a new warrior, honoring his prudence. Cracklestar feels the loss of Orchid Paw has torn a part of her heart out. She makes a point of removing foliage from Orchid Paw's nest, snapping at any hindrance. Her paws tremble over the material, distraught when she realizes how fast Orchid Paw's scent is fading. After learning about Orchid Paw's death, Palefoot can't seem to catch her breath as fits of sobs and cries will come over her. She makes a point of Wolf growls smacks a spider off of Gracklestar. Tangerine Fur won't stop looking at specifically while talking about to Gracklestar. Gracklestar came back to camp sulking after failing to catch Palefoot's favorite. Aw. Palefoot thinks Wolf Growl is very helpful. Palefoot noticed some of Dokit's fur on her fresh kill. Wolf Growls is surprised when Tangerine Fur compliments her. Gracklestar and Tangerine Fur have a misunderstanding that makes them grumpy for the rest of the day. Tangerine Fur and Dokit notice a crowd is shaped like a star. Dokit is complaining that Wolfgrowl never does anything helpful. Scale Cove snaps at Wolfgrowl to leave him alone. Gracklestar feels the. So most of them are out of commission. Oh dear. Okay, so rest and recovery. There's not much we can do right now. Tangerine Fur brought a single kit back to camp but refused to talk about their origin. Okay. Okay. Of course. Alright, Palefoot picks herself up out of her nest and begins the day anew, a fresh conviction in her heart. Okay. Gracklestar always wants to say hello to Palefoot first thing in the morning. Gracklestar wanting to help her clanmates. Okay. Gracklestar keeps having bad dreams about Dokit. What? Palefoot and Wolfgrowl accidentally startle one another. Palefoot is fascinated by Scale Cove's stories. Wolfgrowl and Tangerine Fur roll off moss balls together. Tangerine Fur got into an unexpectedly in-depth conversation while on patrol with Scale Cove. Scale Cove motivated Tangerine Fur to get out of his nest this morning. Dokit decorates her nest with gifts that Tangerine Fur brought her. Scale Cove didn't realize how generous Rock Kid could be. Okay. And okay, they only have 7, so okay. Cracklestar picks herself up out of her nest and begins to day on Neela, fresh conviction in her heart. Wolfgrowl is no longer suffering from heat stroke. Okay. Tangerine Fur's sprain is feeling much better. Scale Cove saved Palefoot from a fox but was hurt. Okay, so Wolfgrowl tells Gracklestar that she was worried for her. Gracklestar, Tangerine Fur, Palefoot took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Gracklestar and Scale Cove fill a puddle in the camp with sand together. Palefoot notices that Wolfgrowl doesn't want to help out. Palefoot, okay. Featherkid won't help Palefoot fix her nest. Wolfgrowl is checking on Scale Cove. Tangerine Fur got tricked into doing one of Wolfgrowl's chores. Tangerine Fur, Gracklestar, and Palefoot had a nice talk while eating. Tangerine Fur thinks that Featherkid is more talented than him. Palefoot brought Doughkid some dry bedding. Scalecove calls to Gracklestar to catch him a fat mouse on her next hunting patrol. Featherkid thought Palefoot was very polite today. Okay. Gracklestar catches the scent of a red fox. When she checks, proceed. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Okay, we need more food, so I'm putting you on hunting. Okay. Okay. Apparently, Wishclan is gaining a reputation with a look. Okay. Though Paula silently swears to Starclan to do her best for the clan as she touches noses with Tangerine Fur. I'm gonna switch. Um. The patrol catches the scent of. Okay. The fox's trail vanishes just as quickly as it appeared, almost as though the creature had figured out that it was being tracked. Fumbling and arguing, the patrol heads back disappointed. Okay. Okay. Ah, boy. Cockle Star tells a story to Palefoot, and Palefoot suggests how to make it even better. Wolfgrowl tells. Wolfgrowl lets Gracklestar know that a clanmate was talking badly about her. Palefoot and Gracklestar are. I'm gonna bet that was Tangerine for talking bad about Gracklestar. Palefoot and Gracklestar are assigned the same task. Palefoot wants to spend time with friends, but all of them have plans with Featherkit. Tangerine Fur believes in Wolfgrowl's versions of events when something happens and the crowd doubts her. Tangerine's fur friend says nice things about Wolfgrowl, but it just makes Tangerine Fur jealous. Tangerine Fur has been pressed by Featherkit helping others today. Dopal tells her clanmates that something's off about Wolfgrowl. Scale Cove won't stand for slander about Gracklestar. He's worried Dopal is overworking herself. Aww. Time. Oh, wait. Palefoot and Gracklestar found a single kitten and decided to adopt it. They are adopting kittens like from left and right. Tangerine Fur brought a litter of two kids back to camp, but refused to talk about their origin. And okay, so it looks like Tangerine Fur is kind of a bachelor who has outside relations. With the heightened focus of the clan, 8 additional pieces of prey were gathered. Bleak was found and invited into the clan. Finally! So during the clan gathering, Wolfgrowl flatters ArchClan to. Oh. Okay, Gracklestar's mega late because Wolfgrowl has green cough. No. No. Scaleco's bite wound has healed, but the injury left them scarred. Okay. Gracklestar, Palefoot keep trying to figure out what a bad smell in camp is. Gracklestar trips over a Featherkit. Oh. Hold on, let me see this list. Okay, so there's Branch Kit, Oh, branch kit, creek kit, and scrub kit. Oh, okay. And bleak. So we'll call him Bleakheart. Okay, medicine cat then. Okay. Star stalks low to the ground, paws soft and light so as to not make a sound. Her jaws hang open to taste the air, and a single taste of satisfaction shoots through her as she scents a nearby ground squirrel, fat in preparation for leaf bear. The squirrel blissfully snuffles around in the sand, completely unaware of the looming danger it's in. Star stalks as quiet as a shadow and doesn't even need to pounce. She just walks right up behind it and makes the kill. Do not proceed. I'm not gonna lose you too. What is with you? Okay. Now go hunting. Okay. Okay. The clan is growing. Like I said, they always seem to adopt the female kits. Okay, time skip 1 moon. Oh wait, no. Is visiting the nursery to check on the kits, the future of the clan. Reminisces with Opal about when they were kits. Wonders if she would be better as a mediator instead. What we have enough cats that have medicine cat skills? Is giving some advice to Wolfgrowl. Wants to go hunt. And almost got lost near two-leg nest. Wants to work hard to impress Wolfgrowl. Wonders how Star is doing. Goes up to the belly of Pen. Time skip 1 minute. Okay. Branch Kid falls into a river but is saved by Palefoot. I do not want more deaths right now. Wolf Girl is no longer coughing and sputtering. Her case of green cough now cured. Dopaw's white cough is gone. Oh, good. Gracklestar apologized to Wolfgrowl for being rude the other day. Gracklestar and Wolfgrowl swapped secrets with each other. Okay, because they do need to get along better. Creek Kid flicked some sand over Palefoot's fresh kill while she was eating. Oi! Palefoot eats with Scrub Kit all the time. Palefoot can't stop gushing over Gracklestar. Wolfgrowl and Tangerine Fur keep making each other yawn. Tangerine Fur and Dopaw chat about clan news. Tangerine Fur asks Cricket how he's doing. Bleakheart hears a nice story about Cricket. Bleakheart and Scrub Kid trip over the same twig in camp. While looking at the stars, Dopaw and Scale Cove make up some constellations. Feather Kid points out to Scale Cove that a spider is in his nest before he sits in it. Okay, Feather Kid is still a little hurt by Bleakheart, but wants to try and make amends. Scrub Kid tries to find Palefoot to apologize for something, but finds her playing with a clanmate. Gracklestar shows Creek Kid that bugs aren't that scary. Branch Kid and Tangerine Fur sincerely apologize to one another. Okay. Okay, good. We'll have them hunt together. The patrol comes across the bird that's occupied scratching at the ground for insects. Hunting. Do not proceed. Proceed about. Okay. She's in. Okay. Bleakheart succeeds beyond her wildest hopes, coming home with prey so large she has to drag rather than carry it. Okay, let's try. Okay, we have a lot of prey, so I'm going on a border patrol. Okay. As leafball arrives, the blackberry plants burst into fruit, and Palefoot heads out to take advantage. Careful now, Palefoot finds the blackberry bramble laden with berries. This is both the season for blackberry picking and the time to leave the leaves alone in anticipation of leaf bear. The berries are a poor substitute for the leaves, but as Medicine Cat has to think of the future. Okay. Okay. Is now looking forward to the sparse hunting in leaf bear. He's asking Cricket an important question. This is how her two legs kept their den at a comfy temperature at all times. Leaps into a pile of fallen leaves and refuses to talk about where he used to live. Scale Cove is worried others are judging him. You know, because he's from a different clan. Dopa and hmm, Daydreamer is interested in clan history. And let's see, Attention Seeker, quick to make peace. And Cricket is a pecking and skittish, noisy, and oddly observant. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. How's Wolf Growl? Okay, event. So time skip 1 moon. Ceremony. Watching with pride as Featherpaw is named and given to Scale Cove to apprentice under. Tangerine Fern knows that he was a good choice. Dopa realized that She-Cat doesn't describe how they feel anymore. So during the gathering, Crackle Star nods and agrees with. Okay. So Dopa is trans male. Okay. Cracklestar is asking Dopa interesting questions. Cracklestar asks Wolfgrowl about something complicated and is amazed how quickly Wolfgrowl understands. Palefoot has been a little kinder to Cricket today. Okay, that's good. You need to be kind to the kids. Palefoot is telling jokes about Scrubkit, and Scrubkit told Wolfgrowl something awful, and Wolfgrowl may never look at her quite the same. Oh, that is concerning. Tangerine first spent a long time talking with Wolfgrowl and was disappointed by Wolfgrowl's lack of interest. Tangerine is told about Scale Cove's bravery during a recent time of struggle. Bleakheart greets Tangerine Fur as he's exiting the Warrior's Den. Bleakheart always assumes the worst of Wolfgrowl. Ooh, doy. Gopal learns something new about a clanmate from Scale Cove. Scale Cove gets some good advice from Wolfgrowl about something trivial. Featherpaw looks at Creek and remembers how easy it was to be a kitten. And Scrubkid and Bleakheart always have something to share with each other. And Creek explains what a joke means to Bratchkit. And Bratchkit thinks Wolfgrowl has what's nice to him today. Okay, let's. So, Featherpaw. Mm-hmm. Wow, Wolfgrowl is not popular. Oh dear. The patrol approaches the sandy beach where a lot of two legs linger. Oh, do not proceed. The patrol decides to hunt elsewhere. Okay. Border patrol. Tangerine Fur finds a loader who's interested in joining the clan. He banters with the cat a bit, making them feel more welcome. The loner has a pleasant chat with the patrol, but ultimately she decides not to join. The patrol met Cave. Your clan's reputation has remained neutral. Okay. In the leaf bare snow, the chances of finding any usable daisy seem slim. Palefoot hesitates. Should you even try to look? Ooh. Not only does Palefoot end up soaked to the skin, she can't even find any daisies under the snow, and she's left shivering. Okay. Okay. But we met Cave, so... Okay. Despite a long search, Cave could not be found by the clan. Cracklestar and Bleakheart take a late night patrol out of the camp to watch the sun rise. Cracklestar died from blood loss. The leader has 6 lives left. Okay. Scale Cove has gotten green cough. Oh no. Cracklestar always asks where Palefoot is. Cracklestar notices that some of her clanmates talk very highly of Wolfgrowl. That's a surprise because Wolfgrowl doesn't seem that popular with everyone. Palefoot and Featherpaw chase off a predator on a patrol together. Palefoot and Branchkit are chatting about what they're doing today. Wolfgrowl playfully teases Dopal for missing a catch. And Tangerine notices Branchkit is doing his best today. And Tangerine notices that Dopal brought him a big piece of prey. Bleakheart can't help but smile seeing Cracklestar smile. And Bleakheart and Featherpaw work well on a patrol together. Dopal made Featherpaw laugh again and again. Scale Cove thinks about telling others that Bleakheart broke the code. Tangerine offered to groom Scale Cove, and despite his grumbling, he awkwardly accepted. Hold on, I need a drink of water. The clanmate that Featherpaw wanted to get to know better is already friends with Wolfgrowl. Ooh. Scrubkit thinks Creekkit is a very good listener. So Scrubkit, Featherpaw, and Dopal had a nice talk while eating. While looking at the stars, Creekkit, and Wolfgrowl make up some constellations. Branchkit and Dopal play hide and seek, but Dopal supposedly forgets to look for Branchkit for hours. Oh boy. Okay. 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 She is hoping that she is leading her clan well. Is looking around camp and is feeling gloomy. wants to get to know Creek Kit better and is wondering if clothes as half as look. Is asking Bleak Card an important question. Is craving the taste of rabbit. Tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Tangerine for help. You just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill piles. Can't find Grackle Star anywhere and is purring loudly. Aw. Okay. Patrol. And go on a hunt. Okay. The patrol comes across a large rat. I don't know. Do I risk it? Okay. The patrol catches the rat. More fresh kill. A medium amount of prey is brought to camp. Oh, good. Oh, no. Okay. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Proceed. Patrol follows the sound of the cries to a kitty pet curled up by the side of the road with a scent of sickness rising from her pelt. As Tangerine Fur comforts her and asks if she needs help attention from a medicine cat, Featherpaw quizzes her. Is she a spy for Two Legs? Was she sent to collect information on Wishclan to facilitate a Two Legs takeover? Once the kitty pet answers no to both, Featherpaw nods seriously. She can be welcomed into the clan. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. General Gaze joined the clan. General Gaze. Okay. Testing and okay. Okay, and let's see. Oh, wait. Time skip 1 minute. Health, okay. Wishclan does not have enough medicine cats. Cats will be sick longer, sick or hurt for longer, and have a higher chance of dying. Oh dear. She must have put a wrong foot or something. The joints in Crackle Star's weak leg is inflamed and painful. Oh dear. Palefoot is no longer shivering. Scalecove no longer has green cough. Creek woke up with a splitting headache. Oh boy. Okay. Growl finds a learner named Bonefur who joins the clan. The learner decides to keep her old name. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Where's Bonefur? And a great dark forest ability. Okay. Um. Okay. I'll make you a mediator. Okay, I need someone to be a. Okay, Featherpaw. I'm gonna switch your roles to a medicine cat apprentice. Okay. Cave strength. Okay. Okay. Dopal got a torn pelt and very small. Okay, Wolf Growl leads the patrol to the end of Centra, where a red fox sits, plucking the feathers off a plump seagull. With careful signals, the cats set up an ambush, but they aren't careful enough. The snarling fox takes a bite out of Dopal before it flees with its dinner. Oh dear. Bleakheart stalks low to the ground, paws soft and light so as to not make a sound. Her jaws hang open to taste at the air, and a tingle of satisfaction shoots through her as she scents a nearby ground squirrel, scrounging in the sand for its stashed away food. Okay, wind shifts, but before the squirrel can react, Bleakheart acts fast and leaps, stopping it from shrieking an alarm call with a quick nip to the back of the neck. Okay. Okay, we're good on food. So, I'm going to add the rest to do a border patrol. Okay, Tangerine Fur is not willing to let any cat die to a badger. He orders the patrol to continue on while he waits on a Hyacinth patrol to come by to give them a warning about the badger. Okay. It's amused by the antics of the younger cats. Okay, knows a great garden and a two-leg place for gathering catmint. And wonders if Bleakheart was a good apprentice. Is wondering around with wonder. Oh yeah, okay. You. And let's see. Mediate. Okay. Okay, so time skip 1 moon. Grackle Star rests her muzzle on Doe Speckle's head and declares him to be a full warrior of Wishclan, honoring his consideration. At the gathering, Grackle Star nudges her clanmates to go sit with Clay Clanners and chat with them. Cleo is no longer fist-bitten, no longer torn, Cricket's headache is gone, and General Gaze has recovered from Wyckoff. Okay. This is good. This is good. And let's see. Grackle Star can't remember a word for the life of her, but Bone Fur helps her remember it. Scale Cove makes a small sacrifice that benefits Grackle Star. And a clanmate that Palefoot wanted to get to know better is already friends with General Gaze. Oh. Palefoot shows Featherpaw how to make an herb taste better. Palefoot can't stop gushing over Grackle Star. Aww. Wolfgrawl called Creekick the wrong name. Oh. Oh. So Palefoot shows Feather how to make an herb taste better, and Palefoot can stop gushing over Gracklestar. Yep, no, wrong name. Tangerine Fur and Wolfgrowl chat idly about the latest meeting. Tangerine Fur compliments Scrub Kid on her bravery today. Bleak Kid gets excellent advice from Tangerine Fur about something she had been worrying about. Bleakheart is charmed to hear that Scrub Kid really admires her. Aww. Though Speckle didn't tell Bonefur about the feather stuck to her face. So Bonefur, okay. Scale Cove and Palefoot enjoy each other's company. And Featherpaw and Doe Speckle realized they were the only ones that saw a shooting star. Scrub Kid had a good dream about Wolfgrowl. Oh, that's good. Doe Speckle lets Creek Kid know that a clanmate was talking badly about him. Branch Kid remembers something nice that Bleak Heart did. Cave Stripe calls to General Gaze to catch her a fat mouse on her next hunting patrol. Crackle Star smacks a spider off of General Gaze. And General Gaze was scolded for something that Creek Kid gets praised for. Ooh. When Bonefur tells Bleakheart about a goal she has, Bleakheart snickers at it. Though Speckle notices that Bonefur knows a lot about the Dark Forest. Oh! Let's see. He has been on edge watching the camp entrance all day. General Gaze is a beloved and good fighter. Okay. And Doe Speckle. Relationships. And oh, Scalecove likes Tangerine Fur? Oh. Oh ho ho. And oh, Blakeheart has a crush on Gracklestar. Ooh boy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Palefoot has to attend to one of her grimmer jobs as a medicine cat. The grounds where Wishclan goes to mourn their dead need to be tended to. She's bringing along Featherpaw as her assistant for this trip, and the two cats head out in relative silence. Proceed. Even though there's nothing different about this place, or other than the serenity it was chosen for, Palefoot always feels that the grief and love her clanmates express here has seeped into every corner. She tidies the grounds, collecting rosemary as she works. It feels appropriate for the plant to grow here when its herbs are used to hide the scent of death. Okay. Bleakheart's glad to go out on a solo hunting patrol. There's an ambush spot. She's been itching to try it on her own. Oh. Okay. We have plenty of food, so I'm just going to put them on a border patrol. As Cave Stripe is checking the borderlines, they notice an Archclan scent is straight into their territory. Proceedo. Okay. Okay, let's try. General Gaze spies a fat rabbit on the other side of the Hyacinth border. A tempting opportunity to be sure, but it may not be wise to hunt on their allies' territory. Now proceed. It's not worth Wishclan's relationship with their ally. Okay, so we got plenty of food and plenty of herbs. So far, it's looking pretty good. Okay, let's see. What else? What else? Okay, events. Time to skip one moon. In her eagerness, Scrubpaw accidentally shoves her nose into Wolfgrowl's so hard that Wolfgrowl flinches back in surprise. Scrubpaw sheepishly apologizes and the two have a good laugh about it. Oh, so she became Wolfgrowl's apprentice. Okay. Creekpaw touches noses with Cave Stripe, wondering whether this is truly the right path for him. Branchpaw touches noses with Tangerine Fur, wondering whether this is truly the right path for him. Burps and Death's Bleakheart announced that she is expecting kits. Time to move their nursery and relax before new arrivals make their appearance. Wait, whose kits? When Clangen arrives at the gathering, Cracklestar shifts over to make plenty of room for their leader on the leader's perch. Clangen's leader jumps up and dips their head to Gracklestar. Okay, Gracklestar's joint pain is gone. Camp was supposed to be safe, but Tangerine Fur found bees trying to form a hive and annoyed by their buzzing. Oh boy. Featherpaw was bitten by a snake and miraculously survived. Oh boy. Some things have been rough for Dospeckle lately, but Gracklestar admires his willingness to go on. Gracklestar basks in the sunlight with Dospeckle. Palefoot didn't tell General Gaze about the feather stuck to her face, so General Gaze spent the whole day looking silly. Palefoot worries about Cave Stripe's mental stability. General Gaze reminds Wolfgrowl to grab something from the fresh pill pile if she hasn't already. Tangerine Fur scolds Palefoot for not telling anyone about a piece of crow food in the pile. Tangerine Fur, wanting to help keep his clanmates in shape and ready for anything, woke Scrub Kid, Bone Fur, Branch Kit, and Gracklestar up for morning stretches. Well, kind of a bold move to do that to a leader of the clan. So, Tangerine Fur sees Scrub Kid be kind to one of Tangerine Fur's friends. Featherpaw believes in Bleakheart's version of events when something happens and the clan doubts her. Bleakheart struggles to get a word in during a conversation with Featherpaw. Dospeckle sees Branchkit be kind to one of Dospeckle's friends. Sorry. Uh, though Speckle wanting to help keep his clanmates in shape. Oh, fair and both go okay. Though Speckle sees Scale Cove stumble while hunting and thinks it's cute. And Scale Cove won't tell the clan what's made him so upset with Wolf Growl. But Feather Paw points out a nice rock for Cove to sharpen his claws on. Though Speckle admits a mistake to Scrubpaw and asks for forgiveness. Scrubpaw goes out of her way to help Creekpaw with something without being asked. And Branchpaw and Scale Cove trip over the same twig and camp. Cave Stripe thinks Creekpaw is very polite, and General Gaze has been spending time with Cave Stripe lately. The clan notices that General Gaze and Wolfgrowl always sit far away from one another. Okay. Bonefur just in Webble Scale Cove. Wait. So, wait, so... The patrol looks around for something to disguise their scent while hunting. A quick dip in seawater will do, the plan works, and their hunt goes well. And let's go on a border patrol. Okay, as luck would have it, Tangerine first smells a Shadow Clan patrol approaching. He calls out to the patrol and tells them about the badger where he saw it making a den. The Shadow Clan patrol is grateful and returns to camp immediately to report the badger to their leader. Okay. After poking around a bit, the patrol discovers an arch-clan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. The apprentice is distraught upon discovering they're on the wrong side of the border. While General Gaze understands it was an honest mistake, she still lectures the apprentice on the importance of respecting border lines. Is looking forward to more prey as the snow melts. Is finding Bonefur annoying. Palefoot plans to go out gathering herbs today. Just wondering what Garglestar is thinking. And Bonefur is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. the considering good fighter. Theatrically dies after Scrub Kid slays him. That is cute. Okay. Oh yeah. Listen, Bleakheart hopes their litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. Their love has been a slow basking warmth, not a wildfire, and Scalecuff wouldn't change it for the world. He's so excited to commit to pets adding a tangerine first side forever. Okay, so they did end up becoming mates. Okay. Okay. Boneford travels to Hyacinth's clan to resolve some recent border disputes. I need a sip of my drink. Okay. To help. And then crazy is about her. Tangerine Fur wants Bleakheart to understand how crazy he is about her. What? Aren't aren't you currently with Scale Cove? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Um. mhm. As they wander along the cliff path, picking their way through the flowers, trying to choke off the trail, Wolfgrowl awkwardly asks Scrappa how she thinks her training is going. Giving in and accepting that she's just going to look stupid in front of her cool older sibling, Scrappa tells Wolfgrowl about the trouble she's been having with her pounce. It's such a simple thing, she should have it by now, but Wolfgrowl is actually very helpful and reassuring about it, and Scrappa feels better. Aww. Wait, what? Hold on. It says that my stream got disconnected. It looks like it's still going. Yep, it looks like it's still going. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? Okay. Would it be better to antagonize or to proceed? Protagonize or proceed? You know what? Antagonize. Patrol descends into battle without a second thought, eventually driving the rogues away. Okay. Wishes she could get her paws on the wrappings the vet uses. Okay. Oh, wait. And time skip 1 minute. Bleakheart secretly had a litter of 3 kits. Scale-Cove and Tangerine Fur found a single kitten and decided to adopt it. Okay. During the gathering, Creek's Okay. Tangerine's bee sting is feeling all better. Bleakheart's okay. Featherpaw is healed from the snake bite she got. Featherpaw got very lucky and has managed to recover from the poison. Yay! Hold on. 4 kits. Okay. Wait. This one was okay. Outside our roots. Okay. So log kit, brown kit, and hay kit. And snow kit. Huh? Hold on. I need to check because there was a notification about. Okay, looks like it's still going on. Okay. Yay! Oh, then. Okay. Okay. That's being. Well, I gotta say, the clan is growing. Okay, and so far she has 6 remaining lives. Patrol come proceed. Patrol works together to block off the rat's possible escape routes, and Grackle Star closes in for the kill. The cats congratulate each other, and Scrappa remarks that so often hunting is about cooperation and keeping a good ratitude. Warm marigold would be useful, particularly with greenleaf in full swing. The season will bring the marigold to bloom, and the flowers are just as useful as the leaves to Palefoot, and extremely easy to spot from a distance with Featherpaw. Okay. Uh, and Border Patrol. Branchpaw finds a loner offering healing skills in exchange for shelter. Okay, proceed. Cloud joined the clan. Your clan's reputation towards outsiders has improved. Okay, so Cloud, there you are. Okay. You know what that means? I can switch you over to a mediator role. Wait. And change name to Cloud. Mm, Cloud Rise. Greenleaf melting means that finding dandelions shouldn't be any trouble, and Cloudrise heads out to find some more. Unfortunately, the okay. Oh boy. Hmm. Okay. And I'll just send these two out hunting. Nope. Not risking that. Featherpaw finds a rogue named Altair who joins the clan. The rogue decides to keep his old name. Branchpaw was seen speaking calmly to a cat from Shadow Clan. Altair, eh? glowing with the last rays of sunset, the small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. Scrappaw tries to show off, but it screws up the coordination of the entire patrol. Wonderful, great job, Scrappaw. Greenleaf is truly the best time of year to be a medicine cat. With the world so full of flowers and green growth, Featherpaw heads out to gather fresh goldenrod for the stores. The many stems of goldenrod surround Featherpaw as she works, snipping off the stems and clumps of tiny yellow flowers to bring back to Wishclan's herb stores. Yay! As the patrol, as the patrol is marking the borderlines, a gang of rogues stalk out of the beach grass to confront the clan cats. The patrol descends into battle without a second thought, but the rogues are stronger than expected, and eventually the patrol was forced to retreat. Oogly. The patrol, heading back to camp with a good haul of fish, sees a pod of dolphins chattering at them. Scale Cove offers the dolphins some of the patrol's fish catch. Good relations with the dolphins are more important than a few fish. He's surprised to see the dolphins offering a few soggy herbs in return, and he accepts them with gratitude and grace. So, apparently, if you choose to live on the beach side, you can be friends with dolphins. Okay, let's check out. Here's Snow Kit. And there's Log Kit, Round Kit, and Hay Kit. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Time skip. With stars softly shining and lighting their pelts, Cloud Rise gives Featherpaw her full name as Feathercurrent. They both share the rest of the night with StarClan, celebrating their good fortune and having another medicine cat. Births and deaths, Grackle, Star, and Palefoot found a litter of two kits and decided to adopt them. They are just collecting kits from everywhere. Wolfgrowl accidentally trespasses on Hyacinth Clan's territory. Branchpaw was seen chasing the rogue off the territory. The clan has encountered Freeze. Gracklestar takes Sky. Mm-hmm. Wolfgrowl exit. Okay. Ooh, Dewey. Mm-hmm. Okay. What? Feathercurrent is interested in Altair? Wait. Uh, Player kit and honey kit. Boy, most of them are just made up of their kits, huh? Mm-hmm. And you know what? Okay. Control. patrol catches scent of a mouse nearby. Altair points the location of the prey and begins creeping forward. It's almost within pouncing distance when the mouse bolts. With a lash of his tail, Altair leaps after the mouse, snagging it just before it reaches the burrow. He purrs in satisfaction as prey blood hits his tongue. Okay. Okay, leader's den. And Hmm. What? Wolfcrow was having a peaceful stroll outside of camp when she was attacked and killed by a dog? Why? 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 Well, Wolf Growl had such a bright future ahead of her. Grackle Star can still hear her talking about her dreams, can still picture her running through. If you heard that, that was my dog. Um, and to know that Wolf Growl will never get the chance to fulfill that once night comes and she falls asleep, Crackle Star desperately wails Wolf Growl's name, movements frantic as she struggles, no, refuses to accept her death. Okay. Okay. Grandpa. Oh wait. Mitchell hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible for the sound of a monster speeding away. Scale finds a kitty pet collapsed by the thunderpath, wailing for his housefolk. Scale comforts him, asking why he was left here. The only explanation he has is that he's sick. Perhaps it was too much of a burden. Scale offers him a place in Wishclan, at least until he recovers. He tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the thunderpath as he's led away. Romeo. Romeo Drizzle. Creekpaw, now named Creek Call for his hard work, can only awkwardly thank his clanmates as he weaves through the crowd of purring cats. Once the meeting comes to a close, he slinks out of the camp to be alone for a while. What? I'll tear. Okay. It's still focused on resting and recovering. Okay. Crackle Star calls the clan to a meeting and declares Branchpaw to be a warrior. He's now called Branchfern and is celebrated for his understanding. Yee. Skill Cove has never been that good at making friends, and in high pressure situation like a gathering, he barely manages more than 2 or 3 words to Shadow Clan's leader. Okay, good. I think I'll skip on getting prey. Okay. Gracklestar calls the clan to a meeting and declares Scrubpaw to be a warrior. She's now called Scrubflash and is celebrated for her humor. Newly made apprentice Haypaw touches noses with her new mentor, the Speckle. Even though she is excited to finally be made an apprentice, it takes a bit of coaxing by Bleakheart for a brown kid to step forward for her ceremony. Bleakheart watches in pride as she's named Brownpaw and touches noses with Creekcall. Even though he is excited to finally be made an apprentice, it takes a bit of coaxing by Bleakheart for a log kid to step forward for his ceremony. Bleakheart watches in pride as he's named Logpaw and touches noses with Scrubflash. Oh, already! Newly made apprentice Snowpaw touches noses with his new mentor, General Gaze. Okay. Gracklestar picks herself up out of her nest and begins the day anew, a fresh conviction in her heart. Okay. Oh. General Gaze listens sympathetically, gently nodding as Snowball pours out his troubles until the apprentice eventually runs out of words. He's been dealing with a lot, apparently, and while General Gaze isn't too sure what to do, she can offer support and time away from Snowball's troubles. Just that, i- just that is already enough to make Snowball's ears stop dripping. Okay. Do not proceed. Don't want to risk it. Blakeheart sees two kids from Hyacinth Clan playing across close to the border. Blakeheart orders the patrol to go back to camp, asking that Haypaw be left behind to help her. They approach the little kids and convince them that they're gonna give them the best badger ride ever. As they approach Hyacinth Clan's camp with the kids squealing with joy on their back, they are greeted with relief and laughter. Yay! The patrol finds a nice spot to sun themselves. Cloudrise wasn't able to relax and kept the rest of the patrol from relaxing with all her movements, making the patrol return to Camp Grumpy with no arms. Okay. Okay. I am still upset about Wolf Growl. Yeah, I wish you could serve it longer too. Hmm? Okay. It's good to know he kept better. Let's see, took a nap in the clearing, woke up under a puddle of snow. Has been on edge, watching the cabineters all day. Got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy about it. Is feeling content. And has clammy paws. Can't wait for new leaf. Okay. Let's see. And time skip. Okay, good. And you don't like. Okay. Okay. Just making sure none of them dislike the other kids because in another playthrough I had apprentices murdering each other, so I don't want to take risks. upon a time lived a clan, filthy and pathetic, who did nothing but steal from others, never giving thought to the hurt they did, or credit to the hunter's hard work. The cats at the Whisker Grove are a bunch of dung gargling scat scooters. Those speckle spits they stole from Wishclan, the mouse hearts, and it is rumored that they're such mange-pelted thieves that StarClan herself threw them out from StarClan. Okay. Okay, time skip 1 minute. Bearpaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. Honeypaw fidgets impatiently beside Branchfern as he waits for the meeting to end. He's finally an apprentice. He wants to hurry up and get out there and go, go, go! Palefoot and Grackle start on and decided to adopt it. A learner named Valley leaves their litter to the clan. Palefoot decides to adopt them as their own. The clan has encountered Valley. Terrible weather convinces Grackle Star to skip this gathering. Any befriending of Shadowcan can wait until the sky isn't caving in on Wishclan. Ooh. Okay. I think now's a good time to end the stream. So anyway, thank you all who have come to watch my stream. Don't forget that I do art commissions on my Ko-fi page, and I would welcome any and all support. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful life. Okay? Okay. Bye!